Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the 33 Lounge. We're your hosts. I'm Nick. Bearded Wonder over here is JR. JR, say hello to people.
Hello to the people.
Looking a little slim, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Little
want
slimmer versions of both of us.
you want an update?
Yeah, let's get up. I got an update, too. I weighed in.
Sexy.
I weighed in this morning. This morning.
I weighed in on Saturday.
Oh,
1 week into my Manjaro journey. 6 pounds I lost in the first week.
Fantastic.
It is.
I weighed in also this morning.
Okay.
I am 6 weeks in.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
down-
Manjaro.
No, not Manjaro.
This is just you.
I'm going natural.
Yeah.
All natural.
Oh, natural.
I am 20 pounds down.
Titty swinging. What?
I'm 20 pounds down.
Hey.
Listen, you know what?
I'm 18 pounds down since 2 months ago.
Doesn't matter if you do it. I mean, you're taking a shot via other issues too.
Correct.
Like health issues.
Blood sugar regulations.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you do it naturally, if you take Ozempic, if you got some helpers.
Or Manjaro.
Losing weight.
Yeah.
You know,
It's hard.
It is hard.
Especially the older we
But
get.
there's a lot of benefits to trimming down.
Okay. You can see
Yeah.
your penis.
Yeah, you tie your shoes.
Yeah.
You clip your
Not get out of breath
toenails.
doing it.
See your penis again finally.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's hard to miss mine. I mean, you know.
Okay. We are
2 minutes,
2 minutes in, and
Time about
penises
to-
are already flying.
And they're not flying.
But no, yeah, I'm feeling 20 pounds for me. I mean, I'm 6'4". Doesn't
Yeah.
it's not enough. I
Right.
still got about 40 more to go. My goal in May is 10 pounds a week. So I
Okay.
didn't hit it the first week.
I'm, just to get real, I'm under 250 pounds for the first time in a long time.
That's where I want to get to.
Yeah. Well, come on board.
I got
Oh, no. The thing's popping up.
man,
This 1080p is probably a bad idea.
89%.
I know. It's humming, right?
I mean, do we stop at 3
No, we're
minutes?
just gonna-
we power through it.
We're going to power through this mother.
Just
Oh.
watch the Pirates
No. Yeah. Yes, we did.
give up a lead in the 8th.
Fuck. Sorry.
Got the end of that.
Yeah.
Gave up while we were tied. No, we were up one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
we
2 to
were
1.
up one.
Yeah.
Gave up the lead in the 8th, or gave up the lead. They tied it up in the 8th.
Yeah. We
Scored the game-winning run in the bottom of 9.
not game winning.
Yeah,
Oh, they did. Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
They
we
did.
we
So
took
it was
the lead
2-2
in the top.
going into the 9th,
Yeah.
and bottom of 9 they had a sacrifice fly.
Another Skeens game squandered.
No decision.
Yeah.
It's bad, man. Jeez.
It's not good.
We're 14 and 28, and I was looking it up while we were watching. We're now up to 25 losses by 1 run.
It's rough.
Out of 28 losses, 25 by 1 run. And that's, I'll be honest, that shows you how good our pitching is because we don't have a high potent offense.
No.
So to have 25 1-run losses, and that out of those 25, I don't know how many we were winning in like tonight,
Right.
and we lost the lead.
Right.
But to have 98% of your
That was the 4th walk-off against them. So,
terrible, terrible.
yeah.
Well,
I'm paced
you
for
know,
around 50.
Shelton got canned. This guy's not going to fix it in a day. So we're. I don't know if they're going to make any moves at the deadline or not. But I tell you what, if they trade Skeens, the city will revolt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But your Buccos lose game 1 to the Mets, 3-2.
3-2.
Skeens, no decision. Oh, I know what I want to talk to you about. I didn't even bring it up while I came down
Okay.
while we were watching.
What is it?
Did you hear the new shit coming out about Sherrod Moore,
Who's that?
the coach from Michigan?
Oh, okay. What is it?
So he lied to investigators about his text messages with Connor Stallions. So he's trying to hide the fact that he was
In on it.
communicating
Yeah.
on a daily with Connor Stallions.
After the fact, or this was
No,
still
this is
during?
new. This was just released by the NCAA.
So this feller was still helping out Michigan after the fact.
Oh no. This all stems around the investigation
Oh,
about the
okay.
sign steal.
Okay.
Now they knew he deleted. Sharon Moore deleted his message history.
Yeah.
With Connor Stallions.
Yeah.
Apparently, what happened is in the interview, he said he barely ever, talked to Connor. Connor wasn't somebody he messaged often, but he routinely goes through and cleans up his text messages.
Gotta hide the dick pics.
They got that information. They don't have. I don't know if they have the information on what was in the text.
Yeah.
But apparently, Sharon Moore was texting, had like 1,400 text messages with Connor Stein. So way more than just an occasional message. They didn't release the context of the messages, but he lied to investigators. And Urban Meyer came out and immediately said he should be fired. Once you start lying to the NCAA regarding an investigation into your team, then you're trying to hide something.
Fair.
He's like, in the minute that happens, you're presumed guilty.
Oh, 100%. Don't look in the trunk, officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was also reports of a non-Big Ten Power 5 conference head coach stating that while, yes, sign stealing happens on the regular, the lengths that they went to, if true, they should 100% lose their national title. Thoughts?
I agree.
Yeah, I think we...
Not that it changes things, but...
No, it doesn't change anything.
I agree.
I think once you're... Here's the problem with it, and here's where everybody's going to defend Michigan, is once they got caught, they still went out and won.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that. Okay, well, I get it.
Right.
But when they got caught, they probably still had the information on everybody.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, the amount...
They've been scouting them all year.
Right, but the amount... watching that Netflix special with Connor Stallions, him videoing himself making those call signs, there was a plethora of information that they had
Already. At their disposal.
So teams never adjusted to that, in my opinion. Plus, they didn't have the comms. So they're still trying to throw the signs and stuff. They still had enough information to just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. That's where I think everybody is losing. Where they're kind of like they were scouting all these teams
right
throughout the entire year.
Right.
They had the information on all these playoff teams prior to the playoffs. So it's not like they didn't already know. And like you said, if these teams didn't choose to adjust their entire system based on this cheating, how much does that play into it? We don't know. We'll never know. But it seems like this investigation isn't done yet. And we said it when we talked about it in the beginning, like in the infancy of this program.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to, this is going to take years.
Oh, 100%.
If it took them 5 years to come to the conclusion that they needed to suspend Hardball 2 games or 5 games or whatever for buying a recruit a cheeseburger because he was hungry, this is going to take 5 years, 6 years. Right. It's not going to be an overnight thing.
Right.
But in the end, I hope that the just punishment meets the actions. If they did do all this, if it is proven, which I'm pretty sure, I mean, Facebook pretty much proved it off the rip, then yeah, I think they should lose that title. They didn't win it on their own accord.
Cal McCord.
Bum. Yeah, he went 2 spots above Will Howard.
Whoop-de-doo. Where did he even get drafted?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Philadelphia, maybe? Sounds right.
That feels right.
So yeah, that just came out. I was reading that, and man, Urban Meyer didn't hold back. Yeah, then again, everybody's going to say he's the Ohio State coach. But, you know, if you're lying, like, again, I think he hits the nail right in the head. If you're lying to investigators, then you're trying to hide something.
Eagles, you're right.
Kyle McCord backing up Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, just, oh, you know what? I remember talking about this. I just said it's Kenny Pickett 2.0
Yeah.
for them. Yeah. Maybe a little upswing, but yeah.
So there was also, I read also on Facebook, they're talking about a possibility of Dylan Gabriel getting cut.
Really?
Yeah.
I did see a video of Sanders' boy. Which one is he?
Shiloh?
Shiloh. Is that, yeah?
Was it the media
Quarterback?
day one?
The
No,
quarterback.
the quarterback is Shador.
He threw a ball 81.5 yards in the air, which would be the NFL record if it was during a game.
I mean, nobody's saying the kid can't throw ball.
No, I'm just saying. I saw it. I synced it.
I saw Shiloh, who was not drafted, was picked up free agency
Tampa Bay.
for Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, if you're going to pick two members of a family that have complete opposite personalities,
I'd have that one.
Shiloh comes into the media room and shakes and introduces himself to every member of the media team.
Must take after his mother.
Probably.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, oh, whoa.
Oh, ah,
Let me get it. Let me read it. I got to read it. You were bringing up Shador. Yeah.
yeah. Shador.
Saw this today. So, footage of Shador Sanders' meeting with the Giants was supposedly so damning that the Browns and the Sanders family have threatened legal action if the footage is ever released.
Oh, that's aggressive.
So, apparently, in the pre-draft meeting with Shador, the Giants recorded all the draftees that they interviewed.
Sure.
I guess his was so bad, we are going to sue. So basically what that tells me, if there's any truth to that, that was on Facebook.
Yeah.
If there's any truth to that, that just confirms every thought for everybody that agreed with his draft drop.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a piece of crap.
I want to see the video.
We'll probably never see it.
I don't know. That we may actually see. Now, the text messages between Sean Moore and Connor Stallions we'll probably never see, but I think the Netflix special gave us enough insight as to what they were doing.
I agree. I agree.
So what do you think their chances are this year
Who?
to win a Big Ten title?
Good.
Michigan?
Beat them.
Hmm?
Wait, Michigan to win?
Well, what are Michigan's chances to
Oh.
win a Big Ten title?
Ain't happening.
I mean, you know they're going to start Underwood, right?
7 wins.
That dude's going to go right into the pressure cooker.
7 wins.
They lost a lot of backs. They lost a lot of linemen, lost a big chunk of their D.
7 wins.
I don't know. I think that's a pretty – I think you're being nice.
I am. I want to say 5,
I would say 5.
but 7.
I mean, even at 5, you're going to have 5 cupcakes on your schedule
And
anyways.
at this point, I don't even give a shit if one of those 7 wins against Ohio State
I don't either.
because it don't matter.
We got ours.
Well, I'm just saying it don't matter in the scheme of things because Ohio State's going to be up here and Michigan.
Do you think Ohio State's going to be up there?
Here. Yes.
New quarterback, new running backs.
It's going to be awesome.
Have 14 players go in the draft.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, there's speaking of Buckeyes,
Yeah. Trey Sermon.
what happened with him? Former Buckeye.
He is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. Well, we'll see how this goes. But
Listen, I
I don't
think
mind the pickup.
I don't think that is a bad pickup for depth.
He can catch the ball coming out of the backfield.
Yes.
He's
a
big body. Yep.
He
Jinx,
can
you owe me a
block.
Coke. I don't mind it.
I don't have any more ice
That's right.
left.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad pickup for depth.
No.
Uh,
Well, Jalen Warren still hasn't signed his tender, right?
I don't know.
Is that what they term that? A tender?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But nobody's reached out and said, yeah, we'll give him, was it $5.5 million, or whatever it was?
Yeah, so with the Pirates, with the Steelers offering that now means that anybody that wants him has to match it.
Yeah.
So I don't see
I
anybody
don't see it
matching,
either.
especially post draft.
Right.
You're going to see a lot of those undrafted guys go. But there wasn't. We went through. There wasn't a huge need for running back.
No. Speaking of the draft and such, the Steelers. George Pickens' dad might be more delusional than George Pickens.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, he tweeted out a bunch of stuff talking about fake news. Well, he didn't say fake news, but about Pickens and nobody wanted to pick him up and this, that, and the other. So Amar Khan came out and said, no, there was interest, but we couldn't make up a deal that made sense at the draft. But there was limited teams that were interested. And after the draft, they finally worked out something with the Cowboys, and both sides, the Pickens and the Steelers, were on board with doing this. And they felt like it was a good direction for him and them. And then I also read that nobody really in the locker room was upset that George.
No, he's a
got
head
traded.
case.
The concern with the Steeler organization was that he was going to be a cancer, which we've seen he was.
What do you think he's going to do when Dak Prescott blows up?
Probably do the same.
What do you think he's going to do to that locker room?
It's going to be trash, but Cowboys,
Them
boys do them boys things.
They're going to be loaded, though, with CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And listen, Pickens had talent.
He does.
Don't get me wrong.
But
That
he's a
dude
piece of
was
shit.
a talented individual.
He makes good catches and he makes terrible catches.
But this is the
AKA
Shedeur
drops.
Sanders. This is the Shedeur Sanders effect.
Okay.
You can be as talented
Yeah.
as there is.
But your
But if you don't
attitude-
have the attitude
right.
or the headspace to be a number one wide receiver, I mean, nobody's
So
going to
what?
want you.
So what?
The Cowboys took him, but for them, what is it? He's a wide receiver too.
Right. Well, maybe 3.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not a huge risk for them. They didn't give up a lot. We didn't get a lot.
I'm fine with
I thought
third
we
round.
could have got more. I thought we could have got a second in the draft.
I thought third round was great.
Maybe put us into the second round, but
For what he brings with his baggage, I thought the third round pick.
oh no, I'll take a third round.
Yeah. And then
I thought we
there's
could
like
get
a
second.
6th or 7th round too, isn't there? Tied
Seventh.
in there. But I thought it was a great trade. However, we're back in this boat. Who's wide receiver 2 now?
Well,
do
like
we
I
bring
said,
in somebody? There's
we
still
have
free
Roman
agents out
Wilson
there.
coming back, but he's got to stay healthy.
Right. There-
Miles Austin, he's got the talent. He's just small.
Hainsey sent us a thing that Chris Olave might be out there on the trade block. But then what do you give up? You don't want to give up too much.
Well,
But-
you're gonna if listen. You got 12 picks next round
Yeah.
or next draft.
But I think that's lining up so they can trade up in that draft and make a big splash in their hometown.
But you're gonna have to give up something if you want to grab Olave. I mean, they're not
yeah.
gonna let him go for
No.
nothing.
No.
So
then-
if there's any truth to those reports, I don't think we are in that boat right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and ride the boat along with this Brandon Ayuk stuff like we did last year, but
no.
it's frustrating because
But you know it's going to continue.
oh yeah, it's
I mean,
yeah.
we're still looking for wide receiver 2. It's going to be nonstop.
But
from
there's
here on
guys
out.
out there. There's grizzled veterans out there available. Amari Cooper, that other guy. Yeah.
I haven't really jumped into it yet. I don't pay attention to it until we're kind of a couple weeks out from preseason. I know there's going to be a lot of movement between practice squad, unsigned free agents, or unrestricted, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, we're right back to where we're square one.
Keenan Allen.
And are you happy with what we paid Metcalf? I thought that was an awful lot.
It's what they would have gave George Pickens, which put the writing on the wall that.
Yeah. You knew once they signed Metcalf to that
Tyler
contract.
Boyd. Tyler Boyd's out there.
That's not a bad
hometown kid. Well, the Jaguars cut Gabe Davis, which I think they paid $20 million a year to him to only catch I don't even remember. He had one good year with Buffalo and then got a big contract with the Jaguars, but I don't want him. But I could get behind an Amari Cooper or a Keenan Allen or even a Tyler Boyd, Odell Beckham.
I wouldn't want Beckham.
No,
that's just an older version of Pickett or Pickens.
Gunnar Oleski's out there. God. Oh God, that'd be terrible. I don't know
who he did re-sign?
Yeah, your boy
Skoranek.
Yeah,
got to get that jersey.
But yeah, I mean, if we brought in a guy like Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen, I'd be good with that.
I'd be good with Amari Cooper, but I mean, you're going to end up paying him a premium because he's a premium.
Maybe. I don't know. The Browns paid him stupid money, so I don't,
But I wouldn't be shocked if he was asking for 10, 15 for 1 year.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it boggles my mind that we can't. I don't want to say Omar Khan hasn't done good things in the draft because he has. But
it's
I
not
think
his fault that a high-end prospect doesn't work out.
No, it's not. But I don't think we've adequately addressed the needs of our football team in the off season like we should have. The quarterback situation, the wide receiver 2 situation.
Which
I know they went out and got Metcalf, but you knew once they gave him that contract, they weren't keeping Pickens.
Right.
I mean, everybody knew that.
Right.
So should you have pushed to trade him sooner prior to the draft, get maybe into a round 2, maybe get a second, third?
Yeah, but from what I read, nobody was really interested until post-draft, which
post-draft.
It was doubtless.
Well, he said there were people interested. They couldn't make it happen.
No, they couldn't make it work because they wanted at least a third-round pick, and nobody was coming up off on that. So,
but yeah, I just feel like this is deja vu to the beginning of last season.
Yeah, and still the QB room is still a question mark. I'm super excited about Will Howard. I watched his interview at the first rookie practice thing they had.
Yeah,
and that dude is so super excited to be in the NFL. I'm excited for it.
I think he's just as excited to play for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pennsylvania kid.
Yeah, you saw. Where did they say he's from?
He's just outside of Philly. I assume he grew up a Philly fan, but I don't know. But a 4-hour drive for his family to come see him play in town. So,
Yeah. Or a quick flight.
I can't think of his name. The feller we drafted from Iowa for running back.
Caleb Johnson.
Great interview. Did you see that one?
Dude, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was.
He's a stout little dude.
He is.
But he spoke the way you want to hear a guy speak. He
listen.
Grateful, wants to learn.
You can't take that with a grain of salt because at one point, AB sounded like that.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Let this guy get his bell rung a couple times, and then
see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, there's no perfect out there anymore to do that.
Oh, man. I could never listen. Things happen in the course of a game. Like, I don't know who broke Theismann's leg, but I'm sure
it was Lawrence Taylor.
It was Taylor.
Yeah.
Nobody blames Taylor for that.
Well, he rolled up on him.
He rolled up on him.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah, it does.
But man,
When you target somebody.
Perfect literally changed AB's everything. The way he talked,
Yeah.
the way he acted.
Dude whipping out his dick in a pool.
I mean, throwing furniture off balconies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude hit AB like straight into prison. I mean, I
It's a wonder that he's not.
have you ever like really gone back and watched like old interviews with AB
Yeah.
and
It's
see how soft spoken he was?
soft spoken, thankful,
And
appreciating
now
other
you
guys.
can't even understand him. I can't even understand what the fuck he's saying. I'm sorry. Beeps, he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what would
That dude ruined that dude's life.
business is booming.
Where are we at here? I got a
We're at
notification. No, I got a notification.
Oh.
I thought, well, we watched the end of the Pirate game, so I told the old lady we're going down. We're gonna, you asked to do an hour,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do an hour. I'd be home soon, but then I got down here and
Yeah,
we
we watched
watched
that
the
game.
last 3 innings of the Pirate game.
Spent an hour doing that.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know, I will always love the Pirates just because I have so many memories as a kid at Three Rivers, and when PNC Park was built, going that first season, opening day. But God, I would really, in my lifetime, love to see them win again. I really would.
Wait, like a World Series?
I'd just be a winning franchise.
Oh, well, I mean, we're 10 years removed from that?
Okay, so when we made the playoffs, how many games above 500 were we?
Well, the last time
Yeah.
we were almost sniffing 100 wins, my guy.
So 20?
But Hurdle screwed that up. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it'd be around 20.
But that was a
98
one season.
wins. Well, I'm just saying, like,
What
We probably
I'm
could've won
referring to
105
doing
maybe.
that like every season,
oh.
like being that team that's right on the cusp of greatness.
But the thing with the Central, they don't have to be like that. They just have to be a little bit better.
I know,
And they would
they
be
don't have to be
fine.
great.
But here we are. Here we are.
Well, they have a good opportunity right now, and I'm gonna really love to see this offseason. They did make some moves last offseason, not great moves in my opinion.
Shitty ones.
Yeah,
Although they were playing the market that they had in front of them. So
Yes.
it is what it is. But
I'm going to love to see what happens this offseason.
I still feel like we should have offered Skeens a 4-year deal.
I think we should have offered Talese.
Talese? Rowdy.
Should have re-signed him last year.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have screwed him out of $200K. Bad taste in everybody's mouth.
We could have brought in a Paul
should have did
Goldschmidt.
We should have did a GoFundMe for him. Got him his $200K. Just as a city to say thank you.
No. That dude's made more money than you and I both together.
Oh, I know.
So why would we give him money?
Well, let's be honest here. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's not in the top threshold of first baseman.
No. I think he's still a free agent. But why would I want to raise money for a guy that's made
Just as a city to say thank you.
way more than you and I both combined?
So you don't see how much tax they pay.
I don't care. I work a job. He plays a game. I don't care.
You're not wrong. You're
Yeah.
not wrong.
You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. But that, like you said, bringing in a Goldschmidt, we need a big.
We could have done it.
Well, we could have got Chris Sale at one point too. Imagine if he was on the roster when Skeens came in. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And my TV froze.
Oh, it's been froze.
Oh, I didn't know.
The Fire Bob Nutting
Just gonna
chants
shut up.
are surpassing the world of baseball, and they have crept into the world of golf.
Really?
So have you ever like sat down and watched like a
It's
golf event?
been a while. I try to watch some of the Masters when it happens, but this year I did not.
You ever hear like when they hit a tee shot, guys in the gallery go, "It's a no."
Yeah. Let's go, Tiger.
So 3 times this year so far that I have watched.
Fire Bob Nutting.
Yes.
Really?
Guys hit a tee shot, and the one guy in the crowd that's supposed to say it's in the hole yells, "Fire Bob Nutting."
Wow.
So it has transcended the world of baseball and has crept into the world of professional golf. I think it needs to happen.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it definitely needs to happen for the city. I just wonder if there's anything they can do petition-wise.
No. The only thing that can happen is MLB steps in and says, you're not running this team as an organization, and you're not trying to
You're running it for profit.
Yeah, you're not trying to make a competitive team.
Yeah, not for competition.
And they have done enough to make it look like
the getting Skeens did not help that at all.
Well, yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
As a Pirate fan, I'm used to it. I'm sure you are.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll still tune in and watch.
Still not as bad as being a Browns fan.
No.
It's getting close. It's getting close.
I don't even know. Nah, I don't think it's close. The Browns just solidified how garbage they are with this draft and this offseason.
Fair.
What are we going to address this offseason? Let's sign 42 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in old guys. We're going to bring in young guys. We're going to bring in guys nobody wants.
Yeah, let's draft 2 guys in the same draft.
I just, to me, that either that's the greatest troll game, like I said, a couple episodes or last episode or episode prior, or they were just like, wow, nobody wants this dude?
Right.
We're going to draft him.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you said he threw the ball 81 yards, but can he do that in a game with pressure, hands in his face?
Fair.
You know, in full pads?
Probably not.
I mean, Cardell Jones had a cannon on him.
Yeah.
And I think he threw the ball 70 in that spring game with JT Barrett. But he did it from flat-footed. So, but yeah, I'm going to have to look at the video up. I want to see this 81-yard throw. Where did you see it?
What?
ESPN?
Yeah, I think. Or Twitter. I don't know. Whatever.
X? You mean X?
Whatever.
All right.
All right.
I mean, we can cut this off at 33 minutes. That was everything I had.
Well, you said that you were going to come this week and ask me questions.
Yes.
Where you at, brah? You know, this thing's been fucking...
It's been there since...
It's been fucking doing that this whole time, but this isn't choppy at all.
That's gone up to 94%.
Look at that thing. It's just ripping.
I got to find my questions.
Oh, shit. I dropped an F-bomb without hitting the button.
I did too.
My bad. Well, at this point, nobody listens anyways. They tune in for the first 5 minutes and they're like,
hey, there's 6 people that watched us last week.
Well, on YouTube. Is Nick gonna shit on the rest of the nation? Is he gonna say everybody else is not doing shit?
Well, I mean, we are stepping down our game to their level.
You realize that these guys make notes and have shit. And I know I'm not trying to talk out of both sides of my mouth, because we both know that I just sit here and look pretty and I just rip it off the rip. I said that.
Yes.
My brother comes here with printed out notes.
So I used to do that.
And then he do stuff on social media.
I can't. I don't have access to any of it.
I don't know how to give you access, but I'm just saying.
Well.
And then there are buddies. And then you poo-poo all over them.
Did I poo-poo on them or did they poo-poo on us?
No, you totally poo-poo
Well, they deserved it.
No, they didn't.
They deserved it.
Hainsey, you're my boy.
Oh, he's still my boy.
Chase, you're my brother.
This isn't what I wanted to ask you.
I mean, I realize that I'm half of another show, but shit, man. You know? Just shat on him. I'm going to call you Nick Shatner. No?
No.
Yes.
I can't fucking find it.
What are you looking for?
I had funny drinking game questions to ask you,
Drinking game.
but I didn't save it.
I can't even drink as much as I used to. This whole GLP-1 drug is nuts.
Oh, wait, that's what you used, right?
I don't know. I just
Let's
Google and then find.
Let's go down here and
Let's get on it. Let's get on it. Hainsey, I love you. But Bella, you're nuts. But thanks for having the same birthday as me.
So, do you feel they carry the lounge?
No.
Okay, then.
No.
That's what started this all. I didn't open my mouth.
The word me saying no doesn't mean I'm saying you're right or they're right or you're wrong.
Let's get this out there now since you want to bring this up. I wasn't the one that said, "Oh, I'm carrying us."
It was in a joking manner.
I didn't take it.
You can't take a joke.
I'm the funniest motherfucker in the world.
Tight ass motherfucker.
I didn't take it as a joke. I took it as a slap in the face because we didn't record that week for whatever reason.
Whatever.
So we either move on, accept it. I called it out. I'm displeased with it. It is what it is. Either you can take it or you're going to cry about it.
I'm not
What
crying.
are we going to do?
I'd like to point out that you said in a group text with Hainsey that your career might be over as a podcaster because you're worried about how many people watch this shit.
6.
When we started this shit, you said, I don't care if one person watches. I'm doing this. We're doing this.
You know damn well that you agree with me.
I know. I enjoy doing this. I won't stop.
I didn't say I didn't enjoy doing it.
I'll be Michael Jackson and I won't stop.
But anyways, are we going to move on or are we going to continue this?
I'm done.
Because I will gladly continue because I'm not in the wrong.
I'm done. I think you are.
Well, you can think whatever you want.
You're not being
thinking on the Spiggity Show.
You're not.
You're a member of the lounge right now. One of the founding members.
You didn't watch any of the Spaghetti Show.
I don't watch those shows.
I know. That's why the people shit on you.
That's fine. They can shit on whoever they want. Because it's
but
one
I wouldn't
thing.
even call it shitting on you.
It's one thing to shit on
man.
a guy behind his back, and it's another to shit on a guy.
Nobody shit on you behind your back.
You just said that's why they shit on you.
No, I mean on social media. You take it that way.
That wasn't social media. That was in a text.
No, that was Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Yes.
Whatever.
You took it that way. And it's not how that was geared to be.
I took it as someone saying they're carrying the lounge.
As a joking manner.
I didn't take it as such. I took it as a slap in the face because we didn't record that week.
Whatever.
That's what I took it as.
Bring on the questions.
We took a week
bitch.
off for something and somebody feels like, oh, they're not recording. We're carrying it.
Bring on the questions, bitch.
So, like I said, I'm not going to shy away from it. It doesn't mean I don't love our sister shows, the sister stations.
Oh, now you're calling them bitches.
Well, if they feel like they're carrying the lounge, sure are.
Jesus Christ.
I'm all gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Ramen. Oh my God, you're a mess.
Well, I'm sweating now. Why do you look? I'm getting flush.
Yeah. You look good. Yellow's your color.
Would you ever date somebody twice your age?
Wait, we're into the questions.
I've been waiting to ask.
This was you, and you were asking me a question about you and I.
No,
you're not twice my age.
Would you ever date somebody twice your age?
What would that be? 88. Ugh.
You know, they say the order of berry is sweeter than juice.
Is she rich?
I know she can be whatever you want her to be.
Then yes.
So if you were 20, would you date somebody 40?
100%.
If you were 40, you wouldn't date somebody 80.
I just said yes if she's rich.
Only if she's rich.
100%.
Huh.
My wife's almost 40 and she's sexy as fuck.
But she's not twice your age. You're older.
I'm just saying, if you're 20 and you're dating a 40-year-old, you know.
You know what they call that?
No.
Well, I don't know. If you're a 40-year-old who goes after 20-year-olds, they call it cubbing.
Oh, yeah. So cougar.
You're a cougar.
Yeah.
What's your most embarrassing moment in high school?
In high school? Man, I don't know. It's not my moment, but I have a moment.
I mean, okay, if it's embarrassing for somebody else, I guess that's still an embarrassing moment.
Well, it was embarrassing for me because I was there for it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. If I tell a story, I guess it would make sense. So, I'm not going to name names. I'm going to keep this ambiguous. I went to a little, after I got kicked out of Big Red, that's a story for another time. I ended up at a little private school. And I think that, what did I tell you? There was 11 in my class.
Yeah.
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 2 were foreign exchange students. But anyways, there was an incident that occurred that I ended up alone with a female and then a male, right?
Yes.
Said female, what?
Is this getting into no territory?
Well, this is kind of going to, if people
Are
know
we
me,
blurring the lines of what should be happening inside schools?
Yeah, probably. This is kind of like
some freakiness happened at that small private high school, huh?
This is kind of gonna blur into like knowing things, but this individual, the gentleman, may have spoke Spanish. Okay. Do you know what poco hombre means?
Do not.
Little man. Okay. Said female kept saying poco hombre to said male. I didn't know what was happening. I just ended up here.
Was this like a detention?
No. This was, I don't even remember, but no, it wasn't detention.
Was it during school hours?
At the end, I believe. I can't remember because this is like 20 some years ago.
I follow. Okay.
Kept egging him on. Poco hombre, right? Little man. My dude whipped out his poco hombre right there. And was like, no poco hombre. Yeah.
Wow.
Very awkward. Very embarrassing for me to witness.
That's jail time now.
Yeah. Well, we're all minors, so I guess it worked out.
Wow.
Yeah. That's. I don't know if that was
He
embarrassing.
stood on morals.
He did.
He
was like, I'll show you. Yeah.
You want to see? No poco hombre.
Yeah. He whipped it out. I didn't expect it. I didn't know what was happening.
Man.
And it happened.
That happened during school hours?
Yeah, or right after. But either way, we were inside the school.
Man.
Yeah. Private school.
Yeah. Freakiness. It's your little private high school.
Yeah, I don't know. And privates.
Would you rather go out with your favorite celebrity or your longtime crush? So basically, Bert Kreischer or Bert Kreischer?
Yes.
What is the most childish thing that you still do as an adult?
Mock people.
You're going to get us canceled.
What do you mean?
You're going to get us
canceled. I mock my son, but he mocks me. So, and then my wife will look at me and go, he's just you. Just like you.
Chip off the old block.
He's just like you. And I'm like, whatever.
What's the weirdest dream that you can remember?
You and me and a bunch of baby oil.
That's scary.
No. Weirdest dream I can remember was the recurring dream I
You
had.
had one of those too?
Yeah.
I had one too.
I don't know how old I was, but a long time ago. And I think I might have spoke about this before, but I had this reoccurring dream that this green van kept coming to my house as a child, and these two guys would come in and try to kill me. And like I would run and hide, and like my basement was my basement, but then part of it was like different, and there was like secret passageways, and
So like people under the stairs.
but I always ended up dying.
Man,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Yeah, it was
That's
rough.
nowhere near
Yeah.
my recurring dream.
I get it. It was Michael Jackson and the fancy Coke. Cola.
What?
I don't know.
My recurring dream, I was a king.
A king?
And I sat on top of this pyramid.
Okay.
And I had a purple velvet robe.
How old were you?
Oh, this happened for like, I used to have this dream at least twice a week all through high school.
Oh, okay.
I would sit on top of this throne.
King Tuttle.
And I had this like
Lord of all.
trident like Aquaman.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And at the base of this big pyramid were a bunch of naked women.
Nice.
And they were walking around the base of this pyramid. And in each of their hands was a pickle. And then I would always wake up. They would just, that's all they would do.
Walk around pickles.
I would sit, they would walk around pickles, and then I'd wake up. Like nothing happened. But I sent it to, when I was older,
Mm-hmm.
internet was famous.
Oh,
then.
see what the dream meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you dream about pyramids, you're dreaming about being in power. Like it's empowerment.
That makes sense with you.
If you dream about pickles, it means you're trying to right a wrong.
That makes
or
sense.
something like that.
Yeah.
So,
In
yeah.
that dream now?
No, I haven't had it in a long time, but I used to have it all the time.
You just start.
Don't bring it up. We're gonna get back into it.
Go ahead. Keep going with your questions of lore.
All right.
All right.
You're married. I don't know if we should go.
Oh, shit.
Would you hook up with your high school crush today?
No.
You're supposed to say, my wife was my high school crush.
She wasn't, because I'm older than her. She's going to turn 40 this December, and I'm already 44.
Oh, yeah. You were chasing the younger bait.
I met her when she was a senior in high school. I'm not too proud to
And
not
you were a
say
sophomore in college.
that. 100%.
Who is the most annoying member of your family?
Immediate or
It just says of your family.
me?
I could see that.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever been asked on a date?
Is 2 fingers enough?
What?
Just kidding. What's the rest?
What man asked you that?
You did. No, I don't know. The weirdest thing I've ever been asked on a date.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. You?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I got one of these. I can't remember if this was so shortly after high school. I went out on a date with a girl that I just randomly met.
Okay.
And like one of the first things she did when we sat down for dinner was ask me if I believe in the Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
That's okay. Okay.
And I was like, is this going to be like one of those door-to-door visits?
Yeah. And then she was all like, "Take me to church."
Yeah, she was a freak.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Oh, it was Francis. Yeah, it was when I was at Franciscan.
Yeah. And you were like, she was like, "Oh my God, oh my God." And you're like, "I know, right?"
Yeah. She used to scream out, "Tell me the commandments! Tell me the commandments!"
I snorted like a mother. Any usual.
Some of these aren't really
good.
Yeah, some of these aren't very good. This is, I mean, Wiki, this is what you used, but it's a different list.
Okay.
Yeah, like all this is like couples related. Do you have any doubts about our future together? Have you ever considered ending our relationship and why?
I do.
Why do you want to end our relationship?
I didn't say that.
Nux deep? No? I'll perform better tonight.
Sweet.
What does your dream life look like? There we go.
I made it to the NHL and I was a successful hockey player.
Man, that. Do you play like
roller hockey?
They have roller hockey down here, right?
Yeah. Almost played ice hockey. That's a story for another time.
Well, hockey would be...
It's expensive. But yeah, that would have been my dream. Love playing hockey.
I don't... oh, man, my ankles would never last. Which is your... so I don't know how you would categorize this.
Okay.
Which is your favorite period of your life? I guess you can... I don't know.
20s.
Your 20s?
Yeah.
When you met the missus?
Yeah.
See, I'm going to have to go with late teens. I was playing football then. Yeah. I miss it. What is your guilty pleasure?
Boy, guilty pleasure. I don't know, my eclectic love of music. Because I'll listen to just about anything, and then people like look at me like, what?
You know what I'm surprised you don't have?
What's that?
I'm surprised you don't have a vinyl collection.
I have a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a record player.
I do.
I have like 300 vinyls.
I don't have that many, but I do have a little bit. But God, I freakishly love music. Like, I could live my life with no TVs. Now, I do love sports. I do like watching sports, but I could just sit and listen to music for hours.
All right. Well, this leads me into my next question.
Fair.
What types of movies do you like?
Movies?
What's some of your favorite songs?
Imagine, John Lennon. That's a really good song.
Have you ever heard Chris Clafford's version of that?
No.
It's pretty moving.
Okay.
I have his vinyl.
Some of my favorite songs. Led Zeppelin. I'm trying to think of the name of the song. Dazed and Confused, I think is the name of the song. It's when I first cut my teeth on rock and roll.
I was never big into Zeppelin.
Yeah. Guilty pleasure, Matchbox 20.
Yeah, I'm shocked you haven't said anything from Jelly Roll. I mean, you listen.
I do love Jelly Roll. And congrats to him for doing another 5K with Bert and Tom. And congrats to him for losing like 160 pounds or something like that.
He said
Yeah,
he's got 100 more to go when he was on. Did you watch a Pat McAfee Big Night Out?
part of it. I
Yeah,
caught the end of it.
He said on there he's got 100 pounds more to
It
go.
looks good. It looks good. I just love music, man. It's hard for me to list songs. Like I could name some weird stuff, and people would be like, "I don't even heard of that."
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like I listen to everything across the board, shit that you would never listen to.
Right.
Like my last vinyl I just bought, I asked for Christmas or my birthday. Megan got me Patty Gurdy vinyl.
Patty Gurdy.
She is an Irish singer.
Oh, there we go. Don't know it.
Rag and Bone Man.
Oh yeah, Rag and Bone.
What is on your bucket list? Okay, let's say, give me a 3-item bucket list you had back in the day, and a 3-item bucket list you have now. And did you do the ones from back in the day? Hockey.
Oh, you mean like? I mean, I have a bucket list of things I would like to go do.
Okay, let's hear it.
Like I would like to.
They haven't changed over the course of time?
I mean, a lot of it's sports related. I would love to take in a game at Fenway Park and sit on the Green Monster. I would love to go to Philadelphia and take in a Penguins and Flyers game dressed in full Penguins gear.
You may never leave.
Bucket list. I would like to go to Hawaii. And I would like to go to Ireland. The motherland. For me. I guess.
See, I have this thing about flying over like the ocean.
Okay.
I'm scared shitless to do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't like flying as it is, but the few times I flew, like I flew to Florida for the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah.
Flew to Vegas, see my buddy. It wasn't bad. I mean, the flights weren't bad.
Yeah.
I just, the feeling of flying over the ocean where you literally have like no chance to survive. Like if you know,
really don't overland either.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah. There are plenty of people who survive plane crashes.
You have a better chance of getting a car wreck than you do a plane
You do.
wreck.
Well, look at, what's that guy's name? Shucky? Or what's the pilot that landed on the plane on the Hudson River?
The Hudson River. Yeah, I don't remember.
Squirrely?
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. What's Scully? Scully.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I was close. Squirrely was close.
Squirrely.
I granted that's on water, but that was just after takeoff. But like you can, like land it pretty flat on like a farm or something.
Maybe.
Good chance to survive.
Hopefully it doesn't catch
But like if
fire.
you're at like 30,000 and you're nose diving into the ocean,
you're done.
you're done.
Yeah.
And I can't swim. I doggy paddle.
You don't know how to swim?
Like I'm not going to doggy paddle to England.
Wait. You never learned how to swim?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
No, never learned how to swim.
Your
I
parents-
could fake it pretty good.
Your parents didn't love you?
My brother went to swim classes to be a
Oh.
lifeguard.
Oh.
I just,
Shout out, Dave.
I just didn't.
Better Tuttle brother.
I never really got into it.
Apparently, your brother's more loved by your parents than you.
It's debatable. He's done a lot more fucked up shit in his life. I shouldn't say that.
Speaking of, a little shout out to Dave. Been a while.
Man, his glasses game is.
Oh, it's turned up. It's turned up.
I want to know how much money he spent on those glasses.
I got $10. No, $20. This guy. Yeah.
What is your favorite superhero?
Deadpool.
Really?
Yeah, I love Deadpool.
Like not movie. Like, do you like Deadpool for the movie?
I mean, I would assume Ryan Reynolds brought a lot of that to that. Well, okay. So if we want to go away from that.
Yeah, even growing up, like, did you like get in any like X-Men cartoons or?
Probably Batman. But that's
See-
probably based off of Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
as a kid. Pittsburgh guy. And to me, the greatest Batman that's ever lived.
Will always be.
Yeah.
Back
'Cause
when he came, when he
Batman.
came back in this last Batman.
On the, Flash movie.
Yeah, the Flash movie.
Loved it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things you were. I mean, that dude, Michael Keaton. Like, I think he took that as a sign from his fans.
Yeah.
Like how immense of a moment that was.
Yeah.
Because then he turned around and he did Beetlejuice.
Yeah. It was okay.
I didn't watch it yet. It's on Netflix, so finally. So
It's okay.
if you could live anywhere in the entire world, what place would you choose?
Mooresville, North Carolina.
Is that where Super Speedway is or something?
It's called Race City, USA, but that's where all the NASCAR teams are based out of. But a long time ago, Jamie and I were going to move there, and we got pregnant, and it just never happened.
What were you going to go do there? You're just going to move there?
Well, the things worked out. I ended up working for a certain company that has their home office based out of there. And I was working towards trying to get a job there. But things didn't work out with that company. So
What company?
Lowe's.
Yeah.
So I was
I think-
close.
I think I'd pick Japan or New Zealand.
Japan.
Yeah, I'd go somewhere like, if it wasn't for family,
Yeah.
I'd be out of here.
Okay. Well, a lot of us in the Valley would say that.
Probably, yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, would you move out of your city if your partner had to
Had to
had
shit?
to shift for a job?
Yes. I'm trying to move the country actively,
Really? Where are you trying to get?
like Richmond, Bloomingdale,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still looking? Find anything?
every day. I found 8 acres for $36,000.
Just land?
Yeah.
So you'd have to build.
Something went down the wrong pipe.
Why don't you get a tiny house and just throw it on there?
Fair.
Tiny house and build a big garage.
I like it.
I mean, your eyes really lit up when I said that. Have you done something spontaneous and how did it go?
Jesus. Yes.
I spontaneously saw a classmate's penis.
I bought a Jeep Wrangler. It was kind of off the
Oh,
rip.
yeah. That was, well, yeah, I'd still say
I mean,
it was
I needed it,
spontaneous.
but-
You needed a new car.
Yeah, but it was scary, and it still is.
Why? Just a new car.
Man, the bill.
Yeah, the bill sucks.
Yeah.
I'm praying for a bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long way away.
Now I'm
but
trying to spontaneously buy another house.
yeah,
Or
that's
land.
another bill.
Yeah. It's not spontaneous, but
What?
you know what I mean.
What is your most prized possession? Possession. So no, like family. Obviously, family.
That's weird you say this. 'Cause it's right to my right. Well,
Is that what I think it is?
a little backstory. For those of you that don't remember, I don't remember if I said last week, I was cleaning out my house, trying to get rid of stuff. I had a dumpster come, blah, 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 blah. Well, through going through things, and I'll get back to this in a minute, I found a tote that has been underneath my steps since I know that we moved here almost 17 years ago.
Oh, in there.
In August, yes. So I opened this tote, and I don't even really spoke to you, but I gotta take these off. I haven't really spoke to you about this, but this tote contained, to me, a time capsule. In that tote was stuff from when I was in high school,
Mm.
not a penis. There was movie stubs from like 97 to like early 2000s before I worked at the movie theater. I did tell you this. There was a receipt for a gas station purchase of gas that was $1.42 for a gallon on May 3rd, 2003. But while I was going through there, it's still dusty. You can see that. I found a Bible. Okay. And this Bible was gifted to me by my grandparents. And it has my grandmother's writing on it with the Bible verse for me to remember. So this to me is one of my prized possessions.
It's personalized.
Yeah.
You got your name on the front of it.
It does. And I did come across some things with Gary's writing and signature on it, like yearbooks from like middle school and things like that. And it's like that. I'm going to try not to cry, but that moment opening that tote and seeing these different things, like it just rushed back
It's like
so
a
many
flood
memories.
of emotions.
Yeah. And then I come across you remember the company Fossil?
Yeah, Fossil watches.
So I had a couple Fossil watches because I found 2 containers. One still had a watch in it, and that watch, and I remember it had a dragon that breathed fire in the background, which are selling on eBay for like $100. And then I found another container, like 10 containers, that was a pair of sunglasses. Very, very, very early 2000s. Looked like Neo from what's that called? Matrix. Yes.
Fossil sunglasses.
Yes. Apparently, I was big on Fossil in the early 2000s.
I like Fossil and Relic.
Yeah.
Remember Relic?
Yeah, I remember Relic. But yeah, I would say that Bible is, now that I come across it years and years later, huge.
I also have mine isn't like a gift to me.
Okay.
Mine is a family Bible.
Okay.
That has been passed down.
Yeah, my parents have one of those.
The only thing, I'm not going to get into the family drama that surrounded the passing of my grandmother.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of drama around that.
Okay.
Like there was only 2 things that I asked for as, because I love my grandparents. I went down there all the time.
Yeah.
They used to have an old Italian couple.
Yeah.
Had the giant wooden fork and spoon on the wall.
Yeah.
I wanted those.
Okay.
Didn't get those.
Yeah.
But then I asked for the family Bible.
Okay.
And I have the Tuttle family Bible.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to, eventually it's going to go to my brother's sons, since I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
But we're going to wait until I feel that they're of age to appreciate it.
Sure.
It's not something that a 20-year-old kid should be taken care of.
Yeah.
It rarely ever sees the light of day. It's really old. And it's like, it's a
beast.
It's not. So that would be up there on mine. One of my most prized possessions. And you're talking about like a flood of like memories.
Yeah.
There's a movie on Netflix that just came out this week called Nonas. It's about a man who grew up obviously in an Italian family. So every Sunday, the whole family would get together and he would watch his mom and grandmother cook. And he lost those people in his life.
Yeah.
And he was mourning losing his mom, so he started cooking on her recipes.
Okay.
And he had this idea to take the money that she left him and open a restaurant and hire Italian nanas to cook for everybody. So everybody could relive like what it felt like to have their grandmother cook for them. I'm not going to lie. I bawled my eyes out for the majority of that movie because
But when you get done doing something like that, doesn't it feel good?
It does.
Like
it
you
does.
feel like you've lifted something off you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think about my grandmother constantly. I always took care of her yard. My grandmother is still alive. I still take care of her yard.
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s. As a kid, I had problems with bowel movements.
Still do.
Still do. This probably led to it. I refuse to shit at my house. They had to take me
you
to.
told me this before.
They had to take me to my grandmother's.
Yeah.
Just
Drop
to
it,
poop.
dudes.
And I would constantly clog my grandpa. He'd get so mad. But you know, the family dinners on Sunday, my grandmother always used to put pork in the sauce just for me.
Yeah.
I loved everything about the family dynamic that used to be when you had like the matriarch.
Sure.
You know what I mean? As times change, it's not so much that way anymore. I'm sure there are still families that operate that way.
Yeah, but it's tough when you lose the rock
Yeah.
of the family.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to, and you never get over it.
You don't.
You don't. I mean, you just never get over it.
And everybody mourns in a different way, and
Yeah.
everybody starts going on their own different path. And yeah, it's crazy how the dynamic changes when you lose the matriarch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so if you get a chance to watch Nona's on Netflix, I just want to let you know that is based on a true story.
I'll check it out.
And that restaurant is still open to this day and still hires. It's not just Italian anymore. Like they have grandmothers from all over,
Yeah.
ethnicity wise. So you can go and have any type of cuisine for whoever's there cooking, but it's on Staten Island, whatever. How that's on my new bucket list.
Nice.
To go to. It's called Encante Maria, I believe, or something like that.
Maria.
I don't know if that's the actual name of the restaurant. That may have just been for the movie, but the movie was called Nona's. But anyways, this restaurant exists in real life.
Nice.
But yeah, so funny you found that Bible.
Yeah.
It's something that you should pass down.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I just love how it has my grandmother's writing on it.
Yeah.
You know?
What was the Bible verse she wrote? Just out of curiosity. Saw Timothy.
Yeah. Oh, that's nothing to the Bible. Timothy 2 Timothy 2 through 15th. But she only wrote, study to shew thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of of truth. Yeah. This was gifted to me in 1997.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that, I could go on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you wanted to keep this at an hour. We're a little over.
Yeah.
Yeah, good memories. I think good memories. I think that's a great spot to end the show on.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I do.
All right.
All right.
Pirates still suck, as always.
We love our grandmothers.
We love our Nonas.
Yeah, Nonas.
Yeah, well.
Or my Gomer.
Gomer, Nona. I never called my grandmother Nona. It's just the Italian term for an Italian grandmother.
Yeah.
I was just Grandma Tuttle.
Okay. That's fair.
All right.
All right.
As always, we love you.
Peace.